The horse Shaktiman, who was subject to brutality by the Mussoorie MLA, is no more. He could not survive the amputation. That is what we are given to understand. This is a very, very sad turn of events. Prize horse of the Uttarakhand police. It was. It had given the Uttarakhand police yeoman service over the last 7 to 8 years since it was acquired back in 2005. The horse could not survive the amputation. Meenakshi Bhanja now joins us with more. Yes, Meenakshi, can you bring us the details of what actually happened?
Well, Anand, news just coming in. Shaktiman, the police horse, the gallant police horse who was badly injured, has succumbed to his injuries. You rightly pointed out, consistent and care was being administered to him, but over a period of time, his condition steadily showed some signs of improvement, but by and large, the condition kept deteriorating. That is what we have been given to understand this point in time as the primary cause of death. And for a horse, Anand, it is very important that he really got functioning on his legs. He stood up. Clearly, that was not happening in spite of all the recourses that were being resorted to in order to be able to get him to stand up and eventually walk even for a little distance. And clearly, a steady deterioration of his condition has led to this very sad piece of news that ultimately Shaktiman has succumbed to his injuries and he has breathed his last.
And to be honest with you, one can't even imagine the trauma that the horse would have gone through. And like you said, it is paramount for a horse to be able to stand. And there were a lot of efforts that were taken. The first operation and the first surgery on it failed. And then there was something, international help was sought. Is it true, Meenakshi, that there was a team of experts who came in from abroad to try and help in the recovery and rehabilitation of Shaktiman, and it did not take to the prosthetics? Kishore Upadhyay of the Congress Party with us on the phone. Upadhyay ji, ye khabar, dukhad khabar, this news is just come across that Shaktiman is no more. It couldn't survive the ordeal.
It's very sad. We tried our level best. Mr. Harish Rawat, when he was Chief Minister, he tried his level best. Even from the from United States, we brought doctors here, but he couldn't survive. He succumbed. It's very sad. And as BJP Minister Mrs. Maneka Gandhi said earlier, that action should be taken against the concerned person, Mr. Ganesh Lucy. Now its onus is on BJP to take action.
Well, the onus will be on the BJP to take some action, but there is also a larger case that comes to the fore, that when it comes to those who do not have a voice, not much is done, Mr. Kishore Upadhyay, because there is also a charge that had there not been, civic apathy on display in Uttarakhand, this might also not have come to pass.
It's very sad. As you know, the Uttarakhand, it's called Devbhoomi, and these kind of acts line the image of our state. It's very sad for us, and I am very saddened.
Mr. Kishore Upadhyay, thank you for talking to us. I'm just going to go across to Padmaja Joshi, who will be joining us from the Delhi newsroom with more on Shaktiman. A very, very sad turn of events. And perhaps it was, we were hoping for a miracle. It was hope against hope after what transpired. Padmaja, sad turn of events. No matter how much efforts they took, he succumbed to that injury that he picked up. And that too, one will have to go across to Ganesh Joshi and ask him, does he take responsibility? And the BJP that absolved him, will the party take action?
Absolutely. In fact, we were just speaking to our sources, people, who have been taking care of Shaktiman over the last several days. And in fact, things had begun to look up, Anand, and we've got to know that it's 1 hour away that, in fact, Shaktiman passed away. He had got a prosthetic fitted, like we've been telling our viewers. Initially, there was this temporary prosthetic which locals had provided to him. People who knew the technology, people who usually give such artificial limbs to human beings, they had fashioned a prosthetic for him. But eventually, it was now that a final prosthetic prosthetic had come to him all the way from the United States. There was a crowdfunding process which was also underway, and every day he was being taken care of at the police lines in Dehradun, where his riders, a number of people from the police lines had been deputed to take care of him. Even as we speak, we are being told that the postmortem on Shaktiman is being conducted, and the reason for him passing away is going to be determined very soon. But it seems that eventually it was the infection which might just have set in his foot, the foot which had been, the leg which had been amputated, that stump may have been infected, which is what eventually led to him passing away. But it's after the postmortem in a couple of hours that we are finally going to determine the cause of death. And you're right, it's going to be the BJP MLA Ganesh Joshi who's going to have to answer for whether he is going to take responsibility for the death of this animal. Remember, it was during a protest by the party where Ganesh Joshi had been seen charging at the police horses. The BJP and the MLA himself kept insisting that he did not actually ever hit the animal, but it was because of the sudden charge by the BJP workers and the BJP leaders that the animal panicked. He eventually got stuck in a drain. That's what we've got to know, that one of his hind legs was stuck in a drain, and in the struggle it came between the drain and an iron pipe, and it was fractured so bad.
दोबारा फिर लोग मंगाए, ऑपरेशन करने के बाद रेस्ट दिया जाता है किसी भी आदमी को, ये लेमैन भी जानता है। परंतु जब शक्तिमान का ऑपरेशन किया गया, उसको जबरदस्ती खड़ा किया जा रहा था, चित्रों में भी दिखाया गया, जबरदस्ती खड़ा किया जा रहा था। एक से एक अच्छे एक्सपर्ट आज दुनिया में हैं। साउथ में हमारे एक्सपर्ट थे, वहां से बुलाने की बात आई थी हैदराबाद से, वो लोग भी सरकार ने, तत्कालीन सरकार ने नहीं मंगाए, और उसका परिणाम है कि आज शक्तिमान इस दुनिया से चले गया है। हम सब बहुत दुखी हैं कि अकारण एक अबोध जीव सरकार की, तत्कालीन सरकार की गलती के कारण, ठीक प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट नहीं होने के कारण, इलाज नहीं होने के कारण दुनिया से चल बसा है।
भट्ट जी, जैसे शक्तिमान के चोट लगी, घायल हुआ, तब उस पर पॉलिटिकल पूरा राजनीति चली, अब क्या उसके मौत के बाद भी राजनीति शुरू होगी?
नहीं, हमारी तरफ से तो कोई राजनीति नहीं है, हमने सत्य बात बोली है। उन्होंने हमारे एक विधायक गणेश जोशी पर ये आरोप मढ़ा कि इन्होंने घोड़े को मारा, और रिपोर्ट में ये बात आ गई कि उन्होंने सेल्फ डिफेंस में लाठी फटकी ताकि घोड़ा और लोगों को न दबा पाए। हमारे ऋषिकेश के कार्यकर्ता लल्लन भाई अभी 2 दिन पहले CMI हॉस्पिटल से रिलीव हुए हैं। उनके सिर का पूरा ऑपरेशन हुआ है, उनका सिर पूरा खोला गया, बहुत गंभीर उनको चोट आ गई थी। दूसरे हमारे मोनी, जो छात्र संघ देहरादून के अध्यक्ष रहे उर्फ जितेंद्र सिंह, वो भी बेहोश रहे, 3 दिन करीब हॉस्पिटलाइज रहे हैं घोड़े की वजह से, और लोगों को चोट न लग जाए।
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.